Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. Turning it on. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that open.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. And he scores. Touchdown, Mustangs. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Carr. He's going to go for a big one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Carr from the gun on third down. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Looks it in. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Out wide left, it's Hale. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run him again. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Mustangs will go for it here on 4th down. Calls his own number. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Walton. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he wants it all. A full dive to haul that one in.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. 3rd down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. C.J. Carr firing again. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about that shot into the end zone? And he makes the grab for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the 1st. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll try the right side. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David. We've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but his athletic ability really shines through. You just want to see him be more patient in the pocket. Like, make those easy plays. You don't have to always be fading away and make it hard on yourself. But the one thing you know about this offense, it's fast and it's fun. And this is a guy that can scramble around and make big plays.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Now on the move. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He's changing the play.
Switch it.
The give on fourth. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Jennings.
This is a running back, man.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run to the left. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Carr. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to throw, it's Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Past the 50. Inside the 40. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Carr. Firing to the right, complete. Turns it on in midfield. Gashing the D on the right. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The extra point here would tie the game.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The handoff. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the back. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes a deep grab. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Using his legs, it's Green. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. SMU spends his 2nd time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right side, it's Knight. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air, it's Jennings. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with UCF taking on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Here's Carr to throw. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Those are the types of plays that drive head coaches crazy because you practice these situations all the time. That's a bootleg fake. And part of the reason why they like to get the quarterbacks out on the perimeter is because at that point outside the pocket, if nothing's open, all you have to do is throw the football across the line of scrimmage out of bounds, and it's an incomplete pass. He forgot to throw the ball, and because of it, he takes a massive sack.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Release to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Walton. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Going for it all. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Taking it the other way.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Third and long right here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Mustangs looking to convert on fourth down. Quarterback keeper. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mustangs.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Carr. He's going to take off. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Moving the pocket, it's Carr. Look out! Nearly intercepted.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throwing, Carr fires to the right. Complete downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Play action, C.J. Carr. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as he gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man to man.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Carr. Fires left. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They believe they can run right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Cooper. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's a big stride inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Mobley. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to go up top on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Brings it in down the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Again, it's Carr. Got his man. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Carr. Caught. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to run, it's Walton. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. From the gun, the ground game. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
22! 22! Cross! Zip!
They'll run it. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. He missed it. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Notre Dame right back to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Graham. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Play action on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A third down try for the offense.
Move.
This is a designed run. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play. Snaps it, and he has to have it. On the run, fires downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway. The defense uses a timeout here. And, of course, it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. And the point after is good. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Caught. At the 35, he's got room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Carr on play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. To the air again, Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, if they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting